Israel and Hamas have been embroiled in a protracted conflict for decades. The most recent outbreak occurred in October 2023. The protracted hostilities and civilian casualties that have accompanied the recent violence in this conflict have caused immeasurable suffering. An imminent, significant development, nevertheless, has placed the entire world on the precipice. There have been indications that the United States intends to furnish its ally, Israel, with the most recent iteration of the F-22 Raptor aircraft. This decision imbues Hamas with not only substantial political ramifications, but also a palpable sense of expectation. This implies that much is at stake, as these sophisticated aircraft possess the capacity to significantly impair their functionalities. Become acquainted with the laser-equipped F-22 Raptor that is en route to Israel. Farewell, Hamas. Israel, a country of relatively small dimensions, possesses an extraordinary collection of vessels, aircraft, tanks, submarines, and, above all else, exceptionally proficient personnel. With confidence, Israel ranks among the top 20 greatest armies in the world as of 2023, an extraordinary accomplishment for a country of its magnitude. Nonetheless, external assistance is required for the Israeli Air Force's most recent conflict with Hamas. The Israel Air Force is an aviation industry behemoth with extensive experience. This fleet comprises 143 special-purpose aircraft, 252 fighter airplanes, 252 assault aircraft, 49 transport aircraft, and 131 trainers for a total of approximately 595 aircraft. Their aerial dominance is further enhanced by the most recent addition of F-35S, which is primarily composed of F. But an impending change is imminent. The United States will provide the country with F-22 Raptors that have received the most recent upgrades for deployment. The F-22 Raptor, which is frequently referred to as the 1st generation fighter of the globe, possesses remarkable qualities. It is highly sophisticated, secretive, swift, and equipped with some of the most cutting-edge armaments of the 21st century. They possess the capability to employ destructive armament in the face of formidable adversaries. It has recently become an asset for Israel, as well as the United States Air Force. Furthermore, recent attention has been directed toward augmenting the capabilities of the F-22 through the integration of state-of-the-art laser armaments. These laser systems, which may resemble concepts from science fiction, represent the cutting edge of technological progress. They have the potential to augment the F-22's already formidable arsenal. The F-22 Raptor is equipped with an extensive collection of lethal armaments that are specifically engineered to execute precise and lethal attacks on targets in the air, sea, and ground with lightning-fast accuracy. Nevertheless, both the F-22 and the Air Force are perpetually in search of more. They are in search of a weapon that possesses the ability to fire more rapidly, for an extended duration, and with enhanced accuracy. This description applies only to laser weapons. Laser weapons have the potential to significantly transform the capabilities of the F-22 by providing the Air Force with the desired speed, accuracy, and range. The utilization of lasers could potentially propel the F-22 to unprecedented heights in its pursuit of aerial supremacy. The Air Force Research Lab, abbreviated AFRL, is the organizational unit tasked with materializing the Air Force's ideal weaponry. To materialize this concept, AFRL launched the Self-Protective High-Energy Laser Demonstrator, or SHIELD, program. SHIELD is the result of a collaborative endeavor between Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, and Boeing, three of the most prestigious defense contractors in the world. Every single one of these enormous entities contributes significantly to developing a singular laser weapon system. The main goal of the endeavor has been to develop a confined laser-directed energy weapon with the specific purpose of intercepting and neutralizing approaching missiles. Despite this, the AFRL has long recognized the offensive potential of these systems. Initially, it is anticipated that their utility will be limited to self-defense and potentially close combat and visual range operations. However, as time passes, their functionalities may broaden. High-energy laser armaments for protection of the future air dominance fighter is the official title of the study from which this program was developed, Hellfade. SHELD has been persistently pursued by the Air Force as a demonstration program for advanced technology. Undoubtedly, it has previously experienced technical difficulties and additional delays. Moreover, flight testing of the entire system was not expected to commence until at least 2023. Northrop Grumman is presently obligated to deliver the weapon beam control system. This is an essential element that accuracy and precision. Boeing assumes the responsibility for the pod subsystem, which comprises a multitude of critical components, whereas Lockheed Martin is entrusted with the delivery of Lance, the physical laser system. The Air Force awarded Lockheed Martin $26.3 million in funding for the development of the system, which was completed in February of last year. As per authoritative sources, the Lance laser system justified each year of anticipation. According to Kent Wood, the interim director of the Directed Energy Directorate at AFRL, Lance and its companion subsystems are the most compact and powerful laser weapon technologies that the Air Force has ever received. Tyler Griffin, a Lockheed Martin executive, further asserts that Lance represents a paradigm shift in both dimensions and capabilities. Lockheed Martin has never before manufactured a high-energy laser of this form factor that is both the tiniest and lightest. As Mr. Griffin explains, Lance is an advancement over a previously developed directed energy weapon for the Army as part of the Comprehensive Electric Laser Initiative Israeli. This antiquated laser weapon is equipped with an electrically powered solid-state laser of 60 kilowatts, which operates with remarkable efficiency and emits a high-quality beam. While the exact power ratings of Lance remain undisclosed, industry professionals predict that it will fall within the same category as Rayleigh. Lance, on the other hand, is an exceptionally diminutive 83%, which renders it a perfect complement to fighter aircraft. Fighter aircraft often face spatial constraints when it comes to installing new equipment, which greatly benefits from the Lance's compressed dimensions. Furthermore, in comparison to its counterparts, Lance has diminished power demands, which means it will not place as much burden on the power facilities of fighter aircraft as alternative systems might. This decrease in power consumption is an additional achievement for Lance. There are compelling indications that the official announcement of a particular fighter aircraft outfitted with laser armaments has not yet transpired. The conceptual art of Lockheed Martin depicted an F-16 fighter aircraft equipped with a laser module. In addition, Boeing tested a pre-prototype module aboard an Air Force F-15 fighter in 2019 devoid of its internal subsystems. It is important to note, however, that these examples pertain to fourth-generation combatants. Reports have surfaced indicating that the United States Air Force may be considering equipping laser weapons on its fifth and sixth-generation fighter aircraft. Thus, it is probable that the Shield laser armament will be utilized by the sixth-generation fighter from the Air Dominance NGAD program of the following generation. The Air Dominance Initiative of the next generation is a proactive endeavor that incorporates a multitude of aerial combat components. It includes, among other innovations, the creation of an unmanned combat platform, a rudimentary stealth combat aircraft, novel armaments, sophisticated sensors, cutting-edge engines, and improved networking and battle management capability. The ultimate objective is to collaboratively and cohesively integrate these advancements. Moreover, This sophisticated laser technology could potentially be integrated into the F-22 Raptor, one of the most dominant fifth-generation fighters in American history, thus inaugurating an unprecedented epoch in aerial combat. Nonetheless, what is the point of all this? Why have these three enormous defense contractors and the Air Force invested so significantly in laser weapons? What specific benefit do these armament systems impart to these fighter jets? Laser weapons offer an array of benefits that, for an extended period, appeared virtually implausible. We possess rapidity and precision above all else. Laser, being a type of light energy, functions at the speed of light, an astounding 300 million meters per second, the quickest object in the universe. When the target is beset by a weapon capable of striking at such velocities, retreat is impossible. Additionally, lasers are extraordinarily precise and able to discharge with pinnacle accuracy across vast distances. Due to their linear trajectory, snipers prefer them when engaging in precise firing. Laser weapons attain an almost perfect degree of accuracy and inflict negligible unintended harm, an accomplishment that is seldom surpassed by other weaponry. One notable advantage of laser weapons is their remarkable versatility. The versatile capabilities of laser weapons include the destruction or impairment of hostile aircraft, vehicles, and missiles, in addition to the destruction of ground targets such as structures and shelters. Laser weapons are also capable of inflicting damage on adversary communications equipment and impairing their sensors, among other non-lethal functions. Because of this adaptability, laser weapons are highly flexible and versatile weapon system that can be employed in a variety of situations. An especially noteworthy benefit is the notion of an unlimited magazine. In contrast to conventional firearms, which necessitate replenishing, laser weapons have the potential to discharge indefinitely. It consistently transforms electrical energy into laser light beams upon connection to a power source, rendering it an optimal selection for countering clusters of diminutive, swift, and lethal attack drones. The inexhaustible magazine enables the weapon to consistently discharge exceptionally potent rounds that are capable of destroying reconnaissance systems and destroying drones. Cost effectiveness constitutes an additional advantage of laser weapons. They operate autonomously with minimal human intervention, require only a constant supply of electrical power, and have a limited number of moving elements. This prevents them from incurring training and logistical costs, unlike conventional armaments. Electricity costs represent the principal expenditure linked to the operation of laser weapons, potentially amounting to a few dollars per discharge. Therefore, an Air Force-friendly bargain would be to destroy a $1 million missile for the cost of a cup of coffee. Finally, laser weapons are capable of operating invisibly. They are silent in operation, producing neither visible illumination nor sound. This characteristic renders them well-suited for clandestine operations, enabling them to eliminate targets without triggering alarms or notifying adjacent personnel. Despite the numerous benefits that laser weapons provide, it is important to note that they also present some obstacles. One such obstacle is the necessity for a portable power source that remains constant. Although overcoming these obstacles is not a simple task, the benefits considerably surpass the difficulties. With the incorporation of laser armaments, the F-22 Raptor, which is already one of the most formidable air superiority fighters in the world, is well on its way to becoming even more formidable. It represents a progression over its prior ammunition, similar to the AIM-120 AMRAAM. This is the primary air-to-air missile employed by the F-22. Boasting a range exceeding 100 miles, it possesses the ability to engage numerous targets concurrently. Active seeker functionality and radar guidance empower the AIM-120 to zero in on adversary aircraft evasion attempts. The IM-9X Sidewinder, An additional close-air combat missile is a short-range heat-seeking missile. Bolted by remarkable maneuverability and a maximum range of 22 miles, it specifically targets agile adversaries, including enemy fighters. The F-22 utilized the GBU 32 JDAM, or Joint Direct Attack Munition, a 1,000-pound precision-guided missile for ground attack missions. This weapon can be directed at its intended target by the aviator using either GPS or its inertial guidance systems. Multiple GBU 32 DAMs are carried by the F-22, enabling it to inflict catastrophic damage on adversary ground forces. The F-22 is equipped with an abundance of GBU 39 small-diameter bombs, which serve as an additional potent ground attack option. These exceptionally precise lightweight explosives are engineered to destroy fortified adversary positions through the penetration of inaccessible targets such as structures and shelters. Operating under the guidance of GPS or integrated laser systems, these vehicles are capable of traversing distances exceeding 60 miles to impact their designated targets. Israel will employ each of these armaments, including the F-22 Raptor, should the United States ultimately deliver them. Israel possesses a considerable military force comprising an estimated 1.7 million active personnel, whereas Hamas maintains a considerably lesser force, ranging from 10,000 to 20,000 active combatants. Additionally, Israel maintains a substantial reserve of approximately 30 million male and female individuals who are prepared to serve in the military should the need arise. Additionally, Israel is equipped with cruise and ballistic missiles. Even though Hamas is thought to possess approximately 6,000 projectiles and missiles in its arsenal, that number could be even higher given the current intensity of the conflict. The Jericho 2 is a formidable missile in Israel's inventory, whereas notable items in Hamas's collection consist of the Iranian Fajr 5 and the R-160, both of which possess ranges of around 75 to 150 kilometers. Even though Hamas is thought to possess approximately 6,000 projectiles and missiles in its arsenal, that number could be even higher given the current intensity of the conflict. The Jericho 2 is a formidable missile in Israel's inventory, whereas notable items in Hamas's collection consist of the Iranian Fajr 5 and the R-160, both of which possess ranges of around 75 to 150 kilometers. The primary disparity in armament between Israel and Hamas, nevertheless, is evident in the air domain. Furthermore, the United States may be bolstering their capabilities. Hamas possesses neither aircraft nor Air Force personnel. As a result, Israel will likely employ its armaments to halt Hamas's assaults as quickly as possible. An additional laser-guided energy weapon is also available for incorporation into the AC-130J Ghost Rider gunship. Nonetheless, due to its enormous sleeve, this system is unsuitable for a fighter-sized combat aircraft. The remarkable weapon in question was created by Lockheed Martin and is referred to as the Airborne High Energy Laser, or AHEL. Airborne High Energy Laser, or AHEL, equipment will be installed on the AC-130J Ghost Rider gunship. This revolutionary technology functions for both offensive and defensive objectives, outfitting the aircraft with the capability to eradicate hostile aircraft, vehicles, missiles, or drones. The principal operational objectives of the AC-130J Ghost Rider are air interdiction, armed reconnaissance, and close air support. These missions encompass a diverse array of operations against premeditated and fortuitous targets, including convoy escort, point, air defense, and air interdiction missions. These missions involve the execution of overwatch, assault coordination, and surveillance functions. The ability of the AC-130J to furnish ground forces with an expeditionary direct fire platform is among its most remarkable characteristics. Due to its enduring presence in the atmosphere, it is highly suitable for conducting operations in urban areas. Moreover, this aircraft specializes in delivering low-yield, precise munitions that are designed for ground targets. Furthermore, it signifies a substantial progression as a gunship of the fifth generation, substituting the antiquated C-130U and a C-130U gunships. Significant contributions were made by a C-130 gunships during the Vietnam War, including the destruction of more than 10,000 vehicles and the execution of life-saving close air support missions. Throughout the years, a C-130S have been consistently stationed in numerous international flashpoints, supplying vital assistance to conventional and special operations forces across continents, Africa, Europe, South America, and the Middle East. In June 2019, a C-130J Ghost pilots of the United States Air Force were actively engaged in combat missions in Afghanistan. However, a C-130J Ghost pilots are not currently stationed in Israel. The aforementioned aircraft assumed duties previously carried out by the AC-130U Spooky, which had been persisting coalition special operations forces and their Afghan counterparts. It is worth noting that the AC-130U Spooky completed its final combat mission with the recent deployment. A new epoch of industrial capabilities commenced with the advent of the AC-130J Ghost Riders. These aircraft have played a crucial role in assuring ongoing support for ground operations. Late in 2017, the 73 ARD Special Operations Squadron, stationed at Hurlburt Field, completed the initial operational capability of the AC-130J, thereby becoming the first operational unit to operate this exceptional aircraft. In addition to the standard 105mm cannon, the Gauss Rider is equipped with an auxiliary 30mm GAU-23A auto cannon. The organization possesses an armament comprising precision-guided munitions such as the AGM-176 Griffin missile, the GBU-39B small-diameter bombs, the GBU-44B Viper Strike glide bombs, the GBU-69 small glide munition, and the GM-114 Hellfire missiles. The precision of the 30mm cannon is exceptional. It functions similarly to a sniper rifle in that it guarantees one kill with each discharge. It is a lethal enhancement that improves the gunship's capabilities considerably. The impact of the AC-130Js, however, transcends mere armament. The gunship's increased standoff reach, facilitated by its precision-guided munitions capabilities, allows it to engage multiple targets concurrently in disparate regions. Additionally, akin to its progenitors, the AC-130J is capable of delivering exceptionally accurate direct fire help. Additional features, including enhanced sensors, data interfaces, and communication systems, have contributed to the AC-130J's increased capabilities. Well suited to meet the ever-changing demands of military operations, the aircraft is outfitted for the modern battlefield. Furthermore, the Air Force is emphasizing bolstering the resilience of its remaining gunships in the face of emergent challenges, including GPS interference. These assets must remain effective and protected in a dynamic and complex battle space. Furthermore, since 2022, preparations have been in place to showcase a high-energy laser armament affixed to one of these gunships, thereby creating promising prospects for the development of advanced military capabilities. As a result, it is reasonable to anticipate that the airborne high-energy laser that has been introduced will endow this formidable spacecraft with potentially game-changing power. The developer of the A-shell, Lockheed Martin, emphasizes the readiness of the laser weapon to repel a wide variety of threats. Lockheed Martin asserts that the AHL is intended to protect a range of approximately 1 mile against small missiles, artillery munitions, mortars, small unmanned aerial vehicles, small attack vessels, and lightweight ground vehicles. The AHL is especially intriguing due to its remarkable adaptability. As a scalable and modular high-power laser system, the AHL is an adaptable supplement to a wide range of platforms and missions. The AHL was expeditiously delivered to the U.S. Air Force following stringent factory acceptability testing, where it underwent ground testing and flight testing aboard the AC-130J gunship. The strategic benefits that the AC-130J might obtain from such a versatile laser weapon are inconceivable. This offensive and defensive capability encompasses a variety of threats, including emerging ones such as small drones and vessels and conventional munitions. By equipping the AHL with an additional instrument to counter these threats, the operational capabilities of the gunship could potentially be enhanced. The incorporation of the AHL into the AC-130J is anticipated to have a profound impact on the game. Complementing its current armament of cannons, missiles, and explosives, the incorporation of the AHL will augment the gunship's capabilities and provide additional resilience. This development represents a substantial stride in the effort to maintain the AC-130J as a formidable asset in the United States Special Operations Command's armament. The United States recognizes the need to support allies and be prepared for potential conflicts with near-peer adversaries as the global security environment evolves. By conducting trials on sophisticated weapon systems such as the AHL and Lance, the nation demonstrates its dedication to preserving a technological advantage and ensuring that its military capabilities remain resilient and prepared to confront the complexities of a dynamic global environment. Regards, your viewership. For an additional engaging video, please select a link that appears on your screen while you are still here. I look forward to seeing you there.